to be doing some mixed media today. I thought that might be fun and a little bit of a switch from the norm. And what I thought we would do first, I thought we'd do some tags, just as, kind of just to start out. Anyway, what I wanted to do was just put a little bit of gesso on these, smear it around a little bit. I don't want to do anything spectacular with them, just to have enough on them that I'll be able to do stuff with the surface. Nothing big, as I said. We're just gonna throw a little bit of gesso on these, and the gesso I'm using is this kind that's from Walmart. I couldn't find my gesso that I make. I don't know what I did with it. These will curl up now, but they will uncurl later as we do more with them. As you can tell, you can see right through the gesso. It's just a very, very thin coat. I'm not doing anything spectacular. It isn't going to do anything other than kind of act as a resist for us. Okay, our gesso is dried. So the next step that we're going to take is we're going to be using some of these Faber-Castell gel crayons. A little crooked there in the camera. Anyway, that's what we're going to play with next. I thought these would be loads of fun, and they're really cool colors, and they should make some great background. That's my plan anyway. And I'm just going to kind of smear things around. Ugh, that did not want to come off. We're just gonna smear things. And maybe I'm going to go to a darker blue. And then I'll go, whoops, yellow. Ugh. I have a bunch of shades of green in this, which is kind of weird that you would have, well, I don't know if they consider this yellow or green, but I kind of think it's a yellowy green. It's like a neon. And then it has these two greens, this one, and then we're going to end it with this green. This one, of all the colors, is kind of weird. This green is really, really smooth and creamy compared to the other ones. Okay, I think I'm going to use this rag to clean it with, because I don't want to get dirty. Or at least not overly dirty when I do this. And I guess I'm going to have to do my finger. It's not wanting to smear otherwise. And I'll just kind of change fingers as I go so that my colors don't completely smear into each other. The next step is I have this grid. It's called Burlap. It's a Tim Holtz stencil, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take a couple of wet baby wipes, and I'm going to try and go through the stencil and kind of wipe off some color. That's my goal anyway. That's the plan. And the, ooh, it's cool. I was going to say the gesso should really help us do that without any problem, and it did. So that's cool, and I think what we're going to do now is dry that one a little bit and go on to another one. I'll just let it dry by itself maybe. And we'll just try another one. Maybe we'll try a littler one. Do the same process, only this time I'm going to use oranges and reds, because it's so small. You know, when you're watching videos, at least for me, I can never tell how big things are, and I always think to myself, is that tag 2 feet long, or is it 6 inches long, or is it 3 inches long? How long is that tag? So I thought I would tell you guys how long my tags are I'm playing with. The smaller tags are 5 inches, and the bigger tags are 6 inches. And then this one is going to be kind of cool, I think. Oh, my light orange didn't want to stay. It didn't want to visit. It wanted to come right off of there. I want to start playing in my art journal, and I figured that the best way to start doing it is to start with things that I could put in my journal. So that's what I'm doing these tags for. I thought they would be a good first step toward making our journal into something cool. And this one I'm using is the Dot Fade, and it's also Tim Holtz stencil. Same system. We're going to rub through it and try and remove some of the color. Okay. Ooh. Nifty. So our next step is we're going to use some of the stucco effects from Martha Stewart, and I'm going to be using, this is called the Essentials, and it's a Diana Wakely Ranger media stencil, and I thought it'd be fun to do some of these, I don't know what you call them, or maybe I'll just do some dots, some of those, just here and there. That's the plan. We're just going to do some here and there, not everywhere. That's like a Dr. Seuss thing. Alright, I'm just going to smash some of this in. Why seems like I use my fingers no matter what I'm doing. You know, I don't seem to be able to get away from that. Let me get that out of there. That's a little excess where I didn't want it. I'm going to put a little bit right down here. Okay. And I'm going to wipe this off. Don't forget, if you're going to be doing something like this, you've got to clean your stencil afterwards, or you're going to have a really, really nasty mess in your hands. This one I'm going to be doing with these, they're called wheels. It's also a Diane Wakely Ranger stencil. And let's get a gob. I decided I could have just, taped him down and really done this like I should have, but I just started thinking about, multimedia is kind of grungy, and I want to do a little grungy. So that's what I'm doing. That's the plan. A little grunge. My grunge factor is going to be high on this one. I had some people ask if I'd ever done anything in multimedia, and I have, but not much. And this, oh boy. And the things I'd done were not significant, and I hadn't really played. As I said, I really wanted to get my journal going. That art journal has been bugging me ever since I did the cover of it, and I kept thinking to myself, I really need to get serious about using this. And so that one doesn't show up, it's too little. I have to go bigger. Go big or go home. Anyway, I decided that I needed to get serious about getting my art journal going and playing with it more. And I bought a thing from Stampendous that I can't think of the name of it, but it's a lot like a jelly plate. And I was talking to one of our viewers, and I asked her, what does she do with the things that she does on her jelly plate? And she started telling me all the things that she does with it, and I thought, well, that's the thing that I guess that's the thing I struggle with a jelly plate, is I just don't know what to do with the things after I'm done with them. Does that make sense? I just don't know. You know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be making something that I'm going to have a use for, or is at the point you don't have a use for them? I don't know. These are the questions I have about a jelly plate. Is I want to use it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the things after I'm done. Okay, let me dry this, and wait, I think I want to do a couple more of those little dots on this one, up in the other corner. Right there. I'll just throw in a couple more dots. And, oh look, I got a whole big bunch of excess. I'll just wipe that off. I love that about this stucco stuff. You just wipe it off. You make a big boo-boo, get rid of it. You don't need that, just wipe it off. I think I want to do that other corner too. Now I'm going crazy with it because I love playing with this stuff so much. If this is all I could do all day long, I think I would do it because it's just too much fun. And it's a lot more fun than the when I made my own with the caulking. I like this stuff a lot more because it's a lot thicker and I can control it a lot more. Oh, first I got to move a dog out of from under my feet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up a butterfly from the Butterfly Basics stamp set from Stampin' Up. Ooh, get out of there. Sounds like my dog just made a getaway. She's wily, that one. That little puppy, she really can figure things out fast. One more go around, get a little bit more red on there. I thought it would look nice with the orange on, the red on the orange. And then putting it back onto the paper that's orange and, you know, the other colors. That's my thinking anyway. And then we'll ink that up again. This is Rose Red ink from Stampin' Up. Of course, I did not get enough of an impression. Sometimes I just think it's me. This time it's definitely going to be there, I believe. Okay, good. So then I'm going to take my butterfly punch that's also from Stampin' Up and stamp those, or punch those out, and then we'll be back. Okay, I think we're going to finish up this tag. Let me tell you about this tag. I think the problem is the paper on this is just too lightweight, and I think I got it too wet, and it just, I don't know. I'm going to call that a fail, and it's going to go into my use it for scrap paper file. And we're going to work on this one again, and hopefully make this one our final product. I'm going to use these metallic rub-ons on my dots, I think, hopefully. And I have these butterflies. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with them, but that's my plan. I can't decide if this is a red. I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to use a baby wipe on it at first to see if the baby wipe works versus my finger, because no, it doesn't. Gotta go with the finger. I didn't really want to rub it across that stucco effect because it's really, what's the word, gritty, and I was afraid my fingers would pay the price, and they might. So far, not loving it. I wrote in my blog yesterday that I just don't know if I'm a multimedia kind of girl. I just don't seem to know if I'm supposed to have a plan or if I'm supposed to freewheel it, or how's it supposed to work? Am I just supposed to fly by the seat of my pants? These are the mysteries I do not know. So with that in mind, I'm just kind of freewheeling it and thinking that maybe at some point I should not freewheel it. Bella. Okay, so we're going to finish with that. Oh no, I wanted to go around the outside of my butterflies with it. I thought it would just make my butterflies a little bit more cohesive with the rest of the project. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Oh golly. When it comes to doing things that are kind of spontaneous, I'm better at things that are more like you have a plan than I am with the spontaneous things like this. And I'm going to wipe a little bit off of my card. Smear it in a little bit more. Maybe smear a little bit into this section, give it a little bit more color. I don't know. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with my butterflies. I think I'm going to put them on top of each other. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. And put it on one side. And I'll put it right there. More at an angle maybe. And should I glue both of them down? These are the dilemmas I'm just having. Hold on, I didn't get enough glue on this bottom part. Back down. The same side. Ooh. So that it really has some dimension. Little gems, we'll call them. And I think I'm just going to put down some that are, I think these orange ones are kind of cool. And yes, I've got a pokey tool in action here. I know you can't see anything because my hands are in the way, but unfortunately I can't seem to get my butterfly. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more of this around the top. And I really like these things, this metallic rub-ons. I like them. They're a lot of fun to play with. So there it is, my mixed media tag. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if I love it. I'm not sure if I hate it. I don't know. But I wanted to try mixed media, and one of our viewers wanted me to try mixed media. Actually, a couple people had mentioned it, and so I've done it, and this is it. I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you think of my first attempt at mixed media. The next video I'm going to be doing is how to make a box in any size, so I'm back to something that I'm more comfortable with. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.